Hello, my geek fam. I haven't done a self-portrait in a long time, so let's do it today, but Giacometti style. Hi guys, you are more and more to follow my little channel, and I want to thank you very much for this. Each of these style studies is the opportunity to focus on a technique used by a master and incorporate it in our own painting. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and if you paint anything following my advice, don't hesitate to post it on social media with the hashtag MGFCPaint. And this month, a lot of you have done it. Just like Freak Art 2, who did some beautiful studies based on Basquiat, but also Renga Hagane, who did a Rothko-inspired tribute to his favorite Japanese idols. Our regular Lani Mari Paints, who really submits a new painting every month, did a fantastic rendition of the Rothko-inspired exercise from last month. And finally, Fiona Tanired Joy Illustration, who did this very nice veranda following the tutorial on Impressionists. I wouldn't mind having a nice cup of tea there. Receiving all these really makes me happy, so please continue. Today, let's talk about Alberto Giacometti. Born in 1901, he was a Swiss sculptor and painter whose work delved in the complexities of the human condition. Born in Borgo Novo, Switzerland, Giacometti was raised in an artistic environment. His father, Giovanni Giacometti, was a renowned post-impressionist painter. Giacometti's artistic journey began in the 1920s when he moved to Paris, where he immersed himself in the vibrant art scene of the time. Influenced by Surrealism and Cubism, Giacometti's early sculptures explored themes of attraction and distortion, reflecting the tumultuous inner world of the post-war era. However, it was in the 40s that Giacometti found his signature style. His sculptures of elongated, emaciated figures became emblematic of existential angst and the fragility of human existence. Through his hauntingly thin figures, often isolated and solitary, Giacometti captured the essence of human vulnerability and alienation. Despite his success as a sculptor, Giacometti's artistic pursuits were multifaceted. He also delved into painting and drawing, creating works that echoed the themes and motifs of his sculptures. His paintings, characterized by their rough, textured surfaces and sparse compositions, echoed the existential themes present in his sculptures. Alberto Giacometti's impact on the art world was profound, influencing generations of artists with his exploration of the human form and psyche. His legacy continues to resonate today as his work reminds us of the enduring struggles and complexities of the human condition. Based on this, I think we can try to take a portrait like Black Annette and see what we need to achieve. First, we will be in black and white, and all shades of gray in between. The composition will highlight the solitude of the character. And finally, except for the background, we will only use lines and no or a minimum of surfaces. I have to tell you that I had some issues with my camera, so I had to start the process again 3 times. The video illustrations you will see are a mix of these 3 takes. So let's try and see. My grandfather, who was never short of a good adage, used to say that you can recognize a good worker because he has the good tools. And even if it is technically true that you could paint Mona Lisa with a cheap brush, the right tool will give you a serious advantage. You need to know how to choose your weapons.
Is the sommelier in?
I've never known him not to be.
Good afternoon, Mr. Week. It has been a long time. I'd like a tasting. I know of your past fondness for the Japanese varietals, but I can wholeheartedly endorse the new breed of German lettering brushes. A size 4 and a size 2, recontoured handle, an ample belly for easy reloads, and I know you'll appreciate the custom ferrule. What's next? I need something robust, precise. Robust, precise. Japanese ink brush, 3 inches. Wood handle, flat, soft synthetic hair. Could you recommend anything for the end of the night? Something big, bold. May I suggest a large chip brush? Originally designed for walls, it helps cover large areas where no detail is needed. Ergonomic handle should your hands get wet. An Italian classic. Dessert? Dessert. The finest cutlery, all freshly stoned. Should I have everything sent to your room? Yes. Thank you. Excellent. Mr. Wick, enjoy your party.
Select a variety of brushes, including small liner brushes. They are sometimes called lettering brushes for fine line work, and larger flat brushes for broader strokes, mainly for the background. Ensure your brushes are clean and in good condition to achieve precise and smooth application of paint. Start by establishing the background of your portrait. In Black Annette, Giacometti used a dark, muted background to create contrast and draw focus to the figure. Apply a base layer of dark paint, such as black or deep gray, using a large flat brush. Blend the paint smoothly to create a uniform background, but don't be too precious about it. It has to look rough. You can also suggest some areas with a different color to symbolize a door or a frame on a wall. Sketch the basic outline and proportions of the portrait on your canvas using a light pencil or charcoal. Pay close attention to the placement of features and the overall composition. Giacometti's portraits often feature elongated figures with exaggerated proportions, so feel free to experiment with the proportions to capture the essence of the original artwork. Using a small lettering brush, begin adding the darkest areas of the portrait, such as the hair and shadows. Once again, don't forget you must work in lines, not in areas. Do not hesitate to show your constructions lines. Not only they help you in your composition, but they also bring that rough sketch-like quality that Giacometti had. If you want, mix black paint with a touch of blue or brown to create depth and richness in the shadows. Work in layers, gradually building up the intensity of the black to achieve the desired effect. Pay close attention to the subtle variations in tone and value to capture the three-dimension quality of the figure. There is something akin to crosshatch or engraving in this step. Next, add highlights and lighter area to the portrait using white paint. Use a small lettering brush again to carefully apply highlights to the features of the face, such as the nose, cheekbones, and forehead. Do not blend the white paint into the black to have a stark contrast between light and shadow. Take your time to achieve the right balance of light and dark to bring dimension to the portrait. Mix gray paint using black and white to create mid-tones for the portrait. This allows you to add subtle details and refine the features of the face. Pay attention to the subtle nuances of light and shadow, using varying shades of gray to sculpt the form and add depth to the portrait. Once again, leave your construction lines apparent as they are an integral part of the aesthetic. Finally, step back and assess your painting. Make any final adjustment to the composition, values, and details as needed. Add any additional highlight or shadows to enhance the three-dimensional quality of the portrait. Sign your artwork and admire your masterpiece inspired by the timeless style of Alberto Giacometti. Remember, practice makes perfect. Experiment with different techniques and approaches to painting to develop your own unique style inspired by the masterful work of Giacometti. As for me, I will see you on the 15th of next month with a new style guide in 7 steps. And on the 1st of the month, you will see my good friend, the curator, with his museum mysteries. See you soon. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Cheers.